Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." In this light, how can we cultivate mornings that align with this Stoic appreciation for life? Today, we present a morning routine based in the wisdom of Stoicism. Before we start, I would appreciate it if you liked the video so that you can help me continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. Number 1, consider how fleeting life is. One of the mainstays of Stoic philosophy is the deep realization and acceptance of the transient character of everything every morning before the day breaks. Spend some time really absorbing this reality. Find a peaceful place to sit alone. Make sure your posture is relaxed yet straight. A physical representation of the equilibrium you want to strike between tranquility and awareness. Close your eyes and imagine the vastness of space. See stars being born and dying galaxies whirling in this cosmic ballet of time. Imagine the Earth as a little dot within this dot. Consider the rise and fall of civilizations, the mountains that have stood tall, and the rivers that have cut roots today. Bring your attention closer and consider your own existence as a mere blink in the larger scheme of things. This picture is meant to help us realize how fleeting life is, not to lessen our importance. First of all, it emphasizes the importance of every day. Once we realize how short life is, we usually put what is important ahead of frivolous diversions and arguments. This morning ritual is really about embracing the present with love, reverence, and action, rather than facing mortality with fear. As Seneca so wisely said, life is long if you know how to use it. So by grounding our mornings in this practice, we remind ourselves to live each day fully, meaningfully, and with grace. Number 2, log your ideas. Starting with a journal that speaks to you. It can be a basic notebook, an elaborate diary, or a digital document. The act of writing down thoughts on paper can be incredibly transformative. Journaling is a deeply ingrained Stoic practice that goes beyond simply documenting events to include an intimate conversation with oneself, an act of introspection, grounding, and occasionally catharsis. As you start each morning, write down the first thoughts that come to mind. These could be remnants of dreams, lingering feelings from the previous day, or anticipations about the day ahead. This initial spill helps clear mental clutter, much like sweeping the courtyard of fallen leaves. Next, turn your attention to gratitude in the grand tapestry of life. It's easy to get ensnared in what we lack or desire, but Stoicism teaches us the value of appreciation for the present. Whether it's the warmth of your blanket, the smile of a loved one, or the simple blessing of waking up to a new day, name 3 things for which you truly are thankful. Go within introspection. Consider a Stoic tenet or personal obstacle. Asking yourself these questions can help you become more self-aware and grow rather than criticizing yourself. Where did I behave yesterday out of impulse rather than reason? Not to mention journal to create a goal for the day. Put down in writing a brief statement or pledge grounded in the Stoic qualities of bravery and wisdom, moderation and justice. This acts as your moral compass to direct your choices and activities all day long. Keep in mind that your journal is a tool, not a mirror reflecting your inner reality. Number 3, set daily intents rather than objectives. Although both help to direct our course, they do so in essentially different ways. Intentions, on the other hand, illuminate the journey. Goals are present moment anchors, deeply rooted in our values and the person we aspire to be. Daily Stoicism, at its core, emphasizes the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. Goals often link to external outcomes. Goals are inherently future-oriented and focus on outcomes, achievements, and results. Though they can occasionally stray from our control, despite our best efforts, unanticipated challenges can also happen. Intents remain securely anchored in our dominion and serve as daily reminders of our own principles and a deliberate decision about our desired path through life, independent of other conditions. After clearing your head with writing, when you start your morning, consider the type of day you want to have instead of concentrating on what has to be done. Do you want to be patient, enjoying each moment as it comes without hurrying through it, or compassionate with yourself and other people, realizing that everyone is waging their own wars? Or maybe you want to be brave and take on obstacles head on and venture beyond of your comfort zone. Put these objectives in writing. They may be: I will listen more than I speak today. I will approach conflicts with understanding, or I will find moments of stillness amidst the chaos. These are not chores to be completed. Rather, they are reminders of the person you want to be. As Seneca so eloquently stated, it matters not what you carry, but how you bear it. Our daily compass in this quest is our intentions. They direct our responses, decisions, and activities beyond just passive aspirations into active decisions that mold our day. You are making a commitment to values rather than results. This is a huge paradigm change that is in perfect harmony with Stoic wisdom and guarantees that, despite the unpredictable nature of the day, you have a clear vision of your personal journey. You are defining success by how you act, respond, and live in the world. Number 4, accept discomfort in our contemporary society. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once advised, setting aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, if it's the condition that I feared. The essence behind this was not to promote needless suffering, but to break the chains of dependency on external comforts and to remind ourselves of our innate strength. Comfort has become an expectation and a yardstick of progress, but the Stoics, with their profound wisdom, recognize that the unchallenged pursuit of comfort could be a barrier to personal growth. Consider little ways to add willing discomfort as you begin your day. Consider more contemplative activities like setting aside 10 minutes to meditate on a past hardship, recognizing the strength you displayed and the growth that emerged from it, or choosing to walk or bike to work instead of driving. This act not only promotes physical alertness, but also acts as a metaphorical baptism, washing away the inertia and reminding you of your capacity to endure and thrive. Accepting the physical effort as evidence of the potential of your body and letting yourself be in the moment. The goal is twofold. First, these everyday discomforts serve as mental and spiritual training, just as an athlete trains their body by routinely pushing themselves beyond of our comfort zones. Little by little, we get ready for the bigger, unanticipated obstacles in life. Second, by sometimes sacrificing some comforts, we learn to value them more when we have them and realize they aren't the foundations of our happiness or contentment. By embracing discomfort, you're not punishing yourself. Rather, you're empowering yourself. shedding needless dependencies, and embracing a Stoic sense of freedom that comes from realizing that true contentment is independent of external circumstances. Number 5, practice meditation and mindfulness in the context of Stoicism. The Stoics were acutely aware of the present moment and believed that most human suffering results from either dwelling on the past or anxiously anticipating the future. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. Epictetus hinted to the significance of our perceptions and the force of the here and now. Set up a special area in your morning for meditation or mindfulness. This is more about establishing oneself in the here and now, finding a peaceful place, and taking a comfortable posture than it is about sitting in a lotus position or repeating mantras, unless that's what speaks to you. Begin by just noticing your breath, the way it rises and falls in your chest, or how air enters and leaves your nostrils, by closing your eyes and turning inside. When your mind strays, your ever-present breath acts as an anchor to the present. Once you're comfortable, expand your awareness to the sensations in your body. Feel the weight of your body against the chair or floor. Notice the temperature of the room. Feel the fabric against your skin. These sensations are just there. Then gently move to observing your thoughts and emotions. See them as leaves floating on a stream or clouds drifting across the sky. The secret is a detachment. You are not the participant. You are the observer. This exercise fits very well with the Stoic focus on making the distinction between occurrences and our opinions on them. Spend the last few minutes of your meditation thinking about a Stoic principle or quotation. For example, you may think back on what Marcus Aurelius said: "Our ideas permit this wisdom to enter our lives, which is how the cosmos changes it." More than just a soothing ritual, including mindfulness and meditation into your daily routine is a Stoic exercise in appreciating the present. Infuse your being, directing your actions and emotions for the day, separating outside occurrences from inside reactions, and building a mental stronghold of calmness against life's uncertainties. Number 6, revisit Stoic teachings. The deep wisdom contained in Stoic teachings provides a timeless compass for negotiating life with grace, resilience, and purpose. But these teachings are not just words to be read once and forgotten. Rather, they are seeds of wisdom that need constant care to grow within us and show up in our daily deeds. Make it a morning ritual to immerse yourself in the wisdom of the Stoic masters, rather than just reading through these works as you would any other book. Approach them with reverence and intention. This could be the reflective introspections of Marcus Aurelius, the enlightening and comforting letters of Seneca, or the pragmatic discourses of Epictetus. This approach has a certain magic to it, often leading you to a piece of wisdom that feels uncannily pertinent to your present circumstances or the day ahead. Once you've chosen a chapter, give it some serious reading time, allowing each word and feeling to really sink in and absorb its essence. Picture its message and consider its ramifications. What universal truths do you think this insight relates to in your life? You may be motivated to write down your reflections after this time of reflection. More than just writing, journaling is a contemplative act of translation that transforms the knowledge of the ancients into a personal doctrine. As you write, you may find new levels to the teaching, maybe interpreting it in the context of a recent experience or anticipating its applicability. in an upcoming event. But since Stoicism is ultimately an action philosophy, the real test of this morning ritual is in its application. Number 7, practice amor fati. A golden thread running through the enormous fabric of Stoic knowledge is amor fati, or the love of one's fate. This is not a call to surrender or passivity, but rather a passionate acceptance of everything life delivers, joy or pain, triumph or tribulation every morning. As the sun rises, we are also greeted by the uncertainties of life. Plans going astray, hopes might be dashed, or unforeseen challenges might emerge. It is in these moments that the Stoic principle of amor fati calls us. It invites us to not merely accept, but to wholeheartedly love whatever comes our way. Imagine for a moment the freedom and liberation that this perspective offers when faced with adversity instead of lamenting. Why is this happening to me? You might ask. How can I grow from this? Or even affirm, this is exactly what I needed. Such a change highlights the silver linings rather than minimizing the gravity of adversity. Recall that, in Marcus Aurelius's words, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way in the embrace of amor fati. Every event, no matter how trifling or monumental, is seen as a brushstroke in the masterpiece of our lives. Let amor fati be your compass, guiding you through storms with resilience, through sunny days with gratitude, and always forward with unwavering love for the journey that is life. Since Marcus Aurelius said that the best retribution is not to be like your enemy and not to be the enemy to your own peace and well-being, these 7 practices provide a structured path that allows Stoicism to be flexible in your life, adapting and evolving to your personal needs. Which of these will you include in your morning routine? Comment below. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for coming along. Until we meet again, let these Stoic rituals change your mornings and eventually your life.